Welcome. Bringing you some Million Lords. Yeah, this game has been out a while now. Probably like a year or so. And I've been playing since beta version. But yeah, I'm going to go through the steps of how to start a good season. This is the beginning of the season. It's 5 hours and 10 minutes in. The season started about 6 a.m. Yep. So basically what you want to do, right off the bat, take 30 neutral cities. You can only have 30 neutral. You can take 30 neutral. Once you have over 30, you cannot take any more neutrals. And every time you level up, you get a set amount of gold and a set amount of troops. And you get a skill point. Every 5 levels, you also get a chest. In the beginning, this game is easy. But where it gets hard is in the long run. And honestly, it takes a lot of work to be able to be in the top of the ranking. Like, it gets to a point where it'll consume your life. Because, like, how a lot of the top players do it. I used to consider myself a top player because I used to put a lot of time into this game, but not so much anymore. But to be a top player, you have to be on the game a lot. When people go inactive for 5 days, when they don't log in for 5 days, whatever cities they have, they go gray to where anybody can attack them now and take their cities. And some people do this as a strategy. They'll not log in for 5 days, let everybody take their cities, so this way when they log back in, everybody is 200% experience. So when you take a city, you times it by 200%. And there you go, that's how much experience you're getting. And they use that as a strategy, which is a good strategy. But you take grays, people a lot of them will be sending 100 plus attacks a day, taking 100 plus cities a day. Like, some of the top players will have over 1,000 cities. And it's a lot of work. A lot of work to be a top player. And some of the best players out there, I mean, that's what they do. You look at the leaderboards from the season that just ended, and you'll see, like the Ans the Great. He won this last season. He had 37 million. Ridiculous. But it takes a lot of work to do that. And he put in the work. And shout out to Ans the Great. Shout out to Britt. And shout out to Magic DJ. You guys did good. And just take all the neutrals around your capital. And there is no limit to how far you can level up a city. Like, each time you level up a city, it costs gold. But yeah, there's no limit right now. They can go up past 999, but getting there, even getting past 150 is like absurd. I don't think anybody has gotten a city up past that. I don't even think anybody got close. But it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to play this game if you want to be a top player. Well, if you're gonna be a casual player, it's fun. You come in like what I've been doing. Like last season, I got beat up early in the season, so it was rough for me to really get a good go on it. But log in, come in, and attack some higher level cities. Make some people angry. Fusion. But yeah. And then here's your chest over here that you can collect. Nothing good. And this is also where, this is all your skills. You have your striker, this is for attack. It gives you a higher combat bonus when attacking. Fearless. This is what you need. When you're attacking, when you're in attack mode, you need Fearless. You level up, get your striker to 5, then you max out your Fearless. Get it to 75, and go back to striker and continue leveling that up. Now, when you're on defense, when you're in Salvager, which is this one here, you get 2% gold generated per army killed when defending. So say if you have this at 100%, you kill 1,000,000 troops, you'll get 1,000,000 gold. It's a very good strategy for building up your gold. And that's another thing you need for the end of the season. When you're at the end of the season, you want to be able to save all your gold. Save as much gold as possible for the end of the season. So at the last day, the last couple hours, you level up all your cities. This way it gives you a big boost in your points. And that's what the top 3 players did. Hence why they have so many freaking points. But yeah. But for me, like in the beginning of the season, take as many cities as you possibly can. Like, take as many as you can. And here's another little tip here. When you go to click on a city, see where it says XP in 3 hours? That's how long it's going to take for you to get wall XP. Say, alright, that's level 1, so that's a 10. You won't get the extra 10. You won't get no experience unless they have troops there. Unless you kill troops. So you gotta wait the 3 hours. Oh, somebody's attacking. Let's see. You gotta be quick. And he just got walled. He leveled me up a couple times. Good. Two more experience points. Now, yeah, in the beginning of the season, the best start to season. Really? Come on, guy. You want to take as many as you can. Like, and not even to, like, don't even worry about being on the top of the leaderboard just yet. Take as many as you can, level up as much as you can. Because then once you get enough cities, then you can start leveling them up, all your cities up a little bit. And then you can start working on a different strategy, which I'll explain to you. See, all these guys are, wait 3 hours, wait 3 hours, wait 3 hours. So, I mean, and here's the thing, like, at the beginning, like, attacking level 1 cities, if it says wait 3 hours, it really doesn't even matter at this point. You want to be able to get as many cities as possible. Because the higher you are in the leaderboard, the more people are going to want to attack you. And that's when this strategy works best, is when they attack. So, what we're going to do, we're just going to... Because in this case, alright, I'm attacking with 784, right? Say if he decides to wall up and kill my troops. Because when you're attacking and you lose troops, you get 1 experience point for every troop you lose. But in this case, since he's 200% experience to me, that's going to get doubled. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if he kills my troops, which doesn't look like he will. But take as many cities as possible. It really doesn't matter if you lose troops in the beginning of the season. Up until you're about level 40. Up until level 40, it's okay to lose troops. And once you hit level 40, you got to start trying to conserve and not lose as many. Now, everybody has a different strategy in how they play this game. Everybody has a different strategy. And then there's some people that don't even log into the game for the first couple days. It gives everybody, all these people, time to level up and get big. And then they come in and they just take it all and makes them level up really fast. Which that's a good strategy too. Everybody has a different strategy on what works for them in this game. And it takes time to figure it all out. You got to do a lot of math problems playing this game, trying to figure out, because there's a limit on how many troops each person has, you can tell by what their level is. And then once you play long enough, you'll figure it out as long as you remember. And there is an app being developed. It's a Million Lord calculator. And it's being developed by Trace Theory. You join the Discord, look for him, and once the app is done and everything, it's going to be a very useful tool. It'll make things a little bit easier instead of having to try and do the mental math or stuff like that. You just use the calculator. You can figure out how much troops a person could possibly have, and you could pretty much figure it out pretty closely how many troops a person has. I don't even know what happened there. Oh. Attacked and killed my troops. Yeah. 200% a chance to kill some of his troops, even if mine die. Like, look at that. Level 15. Not gonna do that. But yeah, take as many cities as you possibly can. And then once you get to the point where Like, all right, I'm gonna say, see homicidal. See how the big gap that is. How big of a gap that is. Like for him, he doesn't. He could switch to say salvager and stay there because everybody's gonna really want to attack him. And by switching the salvager, he could build up tons of gold for this early in the season by having all these people attack him, and him wall them and beat their troops. Yep. There's a glitch. Bug in the system. So yeah, and the other way to Million Lords. I know you're gonna watch this video. Zepan, aka Donald Trump. Look. Fix this shit. And yeah, the only way that you can really fix that is to close the game, then reopen it. But I'm not going to do that right now because I'm still recording. But yeah, just take as many cities as you can, level them up consistently, like say level them all to level 5. Or, which in my case right now, since there's a lot of attacks and being attacked and shit. You just try and take as many as you can. Wall the attacks as they come in. But again, you want to get as many cities as you possibly can. And then once you're pretty high up there in points, I'd say at this point, like once you get, say, to 15,000, 20,000 points, if you can get that far right now, switch to Salvager and make them attacks come even more often. And then destroy them as they come in. $10K to $100K. 24. Jesus Christ. So what I could do here, go to attack. See, my troops are going to land right after his. And this is what you call a snipe. When you snipe somebody, they attack, and as soon as right after they land, you land with your troops, and this way they lose a lot more troops. And this way, a lot of them won't recover, because when you're attacking, you have fearless, you get 75% of your troops back. But if somebody attacks you while you're in attack mode, you're going to lose a lot more troops. And that's something you don't want to do. Sniping is a rough thing if you're the victim of it, because it could really hurt you in the late game. Like, say you're in the middle of the season, you're up there and you have a couple 100 million troops and you get sniped and you lose a lot of troops. You lose a couple 100 million. It makes it a lot harder to be able to do things. And see, the game is so glitched right now that it's not right. Any of that just happened. So at this point, I have to stop the video and close this game and restart the game. But yeah, take as many cities as you can. Build up a good lead. Get in the top 10, top 15 of the leaderboards. Then switch to Salvager. And let the attacks come in. And as they come in, you wall them. You regain all the gold that you lost. Oh, and make sure when you're in Salvager also, you want cautious. And get it to the max of level of 51. Because this way, as it says, you retrieve 3% of the gold you invested in a city. So when you say you leveled it up to a 50 or whatnot, you get half that gold back of what you spent to level up that city. That is very useful in Salvager. So you'll level up to this, put 5 points into that, max this out, then you put the rest of the points in Salvager. And this way, you get tons of gold for defending yourself. And that is what you need. So take as many cities as you can, get high on the leaderboard, switch to Salvager, and then keep at it. And if you need to, if you have to, say you go to sleep, you lose a bunch of cities, and you have no cities left, switch back to Striker, and then go on the attack again. And then repeat. Just keep repeating it. You get high on the leaderboard, switch to Salvager, farm gold. Get the attacks coming in, beat the attacks, get gold. Save your gold. Don't spend like crazy. Totally recommend not spending like crazy, which sometimes I have a problem with that. But save your gold, because at the end of the season, you're going to need that gold to be in the top. But on that note, thank you all for watching. Remember, this Million Lords. Go download it and come join the fun. And if you're a new player, need an alliance, come join Godslayers. It's my alliance. Only 4 people. A lot of people will stop playing, but come join.